So the title kind of sounds like I'm gonna go all sciencey and talk time and space and all that shit. I'm not. I'm gonna kind of talk philosophy instead. I'm fed up with everybody, especially this year, at the end of December and the beginning of January, being like, oh, it's only a day, a new year doesn't change anything. And especially this year, 2016 wasn't that bad. Except it was. Lots of bad things happened last year, and there weren't enough good things to balance it out. For a lot of people, a new year is a new start. And in the end, that's what it symbolises. It has, as far back as we celebrated it, which has been for a bloody long time. I don't know how long, I'm not a historian. If your life has sucked recently, then the new year is a pretty good reason to try again and start over. As for New Year's resolutions, it's usually hard to keep going with them because humans get into the habit of doing something and it's very hard to break that habit, or it's very hard to get into a new habit. And let's be honest, if it was easy, you wouldn't have to make it a resolution in the first place, would you? Always remember though, that even if a week into January you've already broken your New Year's resolution, you've not been to the gym, or you're biting your nails again, or your diet has failed already, that doesn't matter. Just because it was a New Year's resolution doesn't mean that the first time you fail you have to give up entirely. You can just start over again, and you can keep doing that all through the year. And if you're slightly better at the end of the year but you haven't lost as much weight as you wanted to, or you've not completely got out of the habit or whatever, that doesn't matter. If you've done a little bit, then you've improved. I've got a few goals of my own this year. I don't tend to call them resolutions, I call them goals just because, I don't know, I feel better about it. The first one is that I'm a really fussy eater. Like, there's a lot of things I wouldn't eat. My dad likes to say that my diet consists entirely of cheese and bread. And yeah, that is a lot of it. Basically lots of carbohydrates and dairy and not a lot else. And I have a really, really bad habit of when I come home from work, because most of the time I don't finish work until 7:30 at night. So I get in at 8, and by the time I've got in, it's 8 o'clock, all I want to do is have a bath and go to bed. So I just grab a sandwich. Or I just don't get anything and I'll not eat. And I don't eat breakfast anyway, so that means some days I only have one meal. It's not good. So my goal for this year is to eat more. Not necessarily better, although that would be good, but more. I also want to make more videos this year because I know I was kind of terrible at that last year. I think I got about maybe 10 videos, if that, up last year. So this year I want to do at least one every 2 weeks, plus any extras from if I go on trips or holidays or whatever. At least 26 videos. I'm not going to say I'm going to do one every week. I'm not an idiot. That's never going to happen. So I've got sort of a schedule for this year, and it's every other Saturday, starting from this week, I will put a video up. Except I kind of failed on that already, but I have a good reason. I was supposed to film this one yesterday, but I ended up going into work instead. The main thing I wanted to do this year, at the front end of this year, is I wanted to quit my job because I'm not enjoying it, it's not working out very well for me, and I'm not getting as many hours as I'd like. So I have done that. I've handed in my resignation, and my last shift is on Friday. I've been offered a place on a Prince's Trust programme, and it sounds amazing. It's 12 weeks, full time. Sadly it's unpaid, but the Prince's Trust, their aim is to get as many young people into full-time work as possible. So hopefully they'll be able to help me, or I can't help myself. And last of all, I wanted to take more videos, just random videos throughout the year of various things, and back them up properly. I really struggled making my recap video this year because, as it turned out, I had messed up and not backed them up properly, so I'm missing at least 2 weeks worth of videos where I filmed quite a bit and they just don't exist anymore. And it sucks because I had a lot of fun and I'd like to put them in my in my recap. So everybody remember, always back your stuff up and always make sure it's backed up properly. So I hope the rest of this year goes well for you. I hope that even if you've broken your resolutions already, you try again and eventually succeed. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, if not earlier. I will see you soon. Bye!